Guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, today's video is going to be an off-the-cuff video on what I find to be the best car wax that you can buy for the money. Now, I'm going to preface this video by saying I'm probably opening up a can of worms here because I'm sure everyone has their preferences on what wax they think is good. But I've been using this now for about 2 years, probably 3 years, to see if it would stand the test of time out here in Florida with the elements, and this stuff is just awesome. This is the Griot's Garage Best in Show spray wax right here. This stuff is by far, in my opinion, the best wax you can buy for the money. I think this stuff's like 15 bucks on Amazon. I bought it on a whim because I think I saw an ad for this stuff in one of the Hot Rod magazines or something I get. And I'm like, it's probably like everything else. Like this, you know, you got like, take you in the cabinet here, bear with me. I thought it was similar to this spray wax, like the Mother spray wax or like Quick Detailer, which I've used a ton of this stuff back in the day. I thought it was going to be similar to that, where you can use it, but it's like it doesn't really last a long time, or it doesn't give it the look. Like this truck really does look like it was hand polished every single time I spray wax it. And the best thing about it is I only have to apply that stuff like maybe 4 times a year. And we're in Florida. This one is garage kept. My Tundra sits out underneath a big oak tree out there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just full of pollen and crap. And this thing stays super shiny. I'm about to put a new coat on it now because it's been about 4 or 5 months, but your fingernails still glide across it. Rags will fall off of it, no problem, and all the water will beat up nicely. So, you know, it's not like ceramic coating your car or anything like that, but if you guys are in the market for a good, solid spray wax, this stuff is where it's at. I think the other cool part, yeah, this hydrophobic technology, I think is the secret here. This is 100% guaranteed, so if you hate it, you can tell them and they'll probably give you a refund. But I don't know, it just seems to be, from what I've used, the best that I can find now for the money. I'm sure you could spend 100 bucks on some competition waxes or something and get maybe a better finish, but I've already gone through a bottle of this over the last year. You don't need a lot of it. I used to love this Zymol. Back when I was a teenager, I used to wash and wax my car every freaking week, it seemed. You know, that's what you did back in the day. This stuff was awesome. If anyone's ever used this stuff and you have, you're doing it outside, you'll notice that it'll attract a lot of bees and a lot of wasps because it's carnauba wax. The problem with this stuff is it locks up pretty hard onto the vehicle when it pastes up, and it takes a lot of scrubbing to get it off. And honestly, for the hassle, it takes probably 3 times as long to apply this, in my opinion, than it does this. And this Griot stuff actually holds to the vehicle and stays on the vehicle longer. Even when you take your car through automatic car washes, we take the 4Runner through automatic car washes all the time, and it's still like glass every time it's done, and there's still a nice coating on it. So if you guys are in the market for a good quality spray wax or a good quality wax that applies fast, go with this Griot's Garage. I'll put a link down below where you can buy a bottle on Amazon. Check it out. And the trick that I've seen that I use to do this is I'll do a little section here. What I do is I do a little section at a time. So I'll spray it on the fender, and you don't need a lot. And what I do is I use 2 microfiber towels. So I'll use 1 microfiber towel to kind of wipe it on nice. So get it on there and wipe it to the point where it's almost dry. Like you'll see it'll really start to give it a good shine. So nice fresh microfiber. And you know, you may think you're done there, but then now go back, take another fresh microfiber, a different color one so you can see it, and give that a nice buff. And what you're doing is you're giving it that final polish. You can see it's like a mirror. And you could do it, you know, 2 or 3 times if you feel like it, but look at how fast it was to wax a full-size truck fender in 2 seconds. I could do this whole Tundra in probably 20 minutes And I don't ever have to worry about, you know, kind of doing the wax on thing, the wax off thing, and getting like swirl marks in the paint or anything like that. So I definitely recommend this stuff. Pick up a bottle, use the link down below, and thank me later.